Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to NEER-RANG. This is a special video. My friends abroad requested me to speak in English and that too on the subject perspective. So without wasting any bits and bytes, let's go right into the perspective concept. Okay, then I'm holding this object. It's a square object, but whether it is a card or a box, you won't be able to know because it is flat. Now, let me turn it. Oh, immediately you will come to know that it's a box. Now let me ask you, why? Why did you know that it's a box? Because you could see this side and this side. Now, let me go back to this position again. Now, this is a square box where the angles are right angle. Now, when I move this box, a lot of things happen. First of all, you can see the sides. You can see 2 or 3 sides depending on where the box is. If I lower the box, you'll see the third side, top part. If I move the box up, you'll see the lower part. So you can judge that it is a 3-dimensional object. Number 2, the angles now are not right angles. Number 3, the front edge, this front vertical line, is bigger than the one at the rear end. That means this one is smaller than this. And third, this line and this line are pointing towards a point, which I will tell you what this point is. You must have already guessed. So this is how the thing looks in 3 dimensions. And perspective is all about, as I told you earlier, is representation of a 3-dimensional object in a 2-dimensional plane or 2-dimensional surface. The 2-dimensional surface can be paper, canvas, your computer monitor, or your mobile screen. So this is how we have to draw to represent a 3-dimensional object on a 2-dimensional plane. Another point to note is that when you are looking flat, if you measure this dimension and then you turn this, the dimensions are not going to be the same. This is called foreshortening. You are going to see a bit of this and a bit of this. So when you go on turning, this will become less and give a way to see more of this side. So this is also called foreshortening, which is very important in perspective. This goes side by side with perspective. There are 2 types of perspective. One is called linear perspective and the second one is called aerial perspective. First, we will see what linear perspective is. So let's go and see what one-point perspective. Have you ever stood up in the middle of the road and seen the straight road or a railway track? Okay, I am going to show you a railway track which I had taken a photo a few months back. Okay, this is the photo. Now you can see this railway track, those 2 lines are parallel. However, when it goes on and on, you will find that they are culminating to a point. That point is called vanishing point. In reality, there are 3 vanishing points, but if you have a plane and stand right in front of the plane straight, then the 2 edges of the plane would seem to have gone beyond and meet at a point. So that is termed as one-point perspective. One-point perspective is the basic of how your eyes are designed to see. as the object goes farther and farther away, it becomes smaller and smaller. So you have to follow certain rules while drawing, and if you don't follow those rules, then your drawing would look you will not be accepted to your eyes. So this is one point perspective. I will show you in details. I will take a piece of paper and I will show you how to plot a 1 point perspective.
Okay then, 1 point perspective. Let me storify the situation. I took my friend to a tennis court and made him stand on one side of the court. The place where he is standing is called the station point. While I was sitting on the gallery, I instructed him to look straight. So next is like I placed a box on the other side of the court, and then that's the object which he will be looking. Then I placed one glass pane vertically between my friend and the object. This glass pane can be considered as picture plane. Now let's see what has happened. My friend is standing at the station point. The tennis court is the ground plane, and he is looking straight through the picture plane. Now the line that is drawn horizontal and parallel to the ground plane. My friend is standing on the picture plane and he is looking straight, and he sees the object through this picture plane through the point O. If I draw a horizontal line parallel to the ground plane, that's called the horizon line, but I like to call it as a horizontal line. Now the line that is drawn from the point O to the eyes of my friend is called the line of sight. The line that's drawn, that you can see, the line that the picture plane meets the ground plane, that's called the ground line. Now my friend, he comes back and gives me the sheet of paper that what he sees, and what he sees is like this. You can see that the top part of the box points towards a point which is called the vanishing point, and the vanishing point is on the horizon line. So my friend sees the box in this way, whereas I see the box in a different way.
Okay, this is the picture I had drawn for you. This is the central vanishing point for our friend, but I'm sitting on the gallery, so my vanishing point will be above him. So one vanishing point is here and another point somewhere here, somewhere there. That is why when we are seeing this box, see, the horizontal line of this box tends towards this vanishing point, and another horizontal line will be tending towards some other point here. Similarly, this horizontal line will also tend towards this vanishing point, and this horizontal line will tend towards this vanishing point. Let me tell you one thing, that all the vertical lines would remain vertical. They are not subject to perspective. In fact, they are subject to force opening. That's why the front end of this vertical line is longer than the one at the back end. Similarly, this one is bigger than this one because it is a bit
on the front side. For me, not for this person. This person will be seeing a flat like I had shown in this diagram. Okay, let me draw what I would see. So let me draw a horizontal line. I would like to call it a horizontal line. There is a difference between horizontal line and a horizon line. Let me put one vanishing point here because I am seeing this box from an angle, not directly like my friend. So I will be seeing this side as well as this side. Therefore, there will be two vanishing points. So let this be one vanishing point, and let other vanishing point be here. How we get this vanishing point, I will tell you in details in some other video. But let me show you how I see the box. Okay. So from this vanishing point, there will be some razor lines coming like this. I'll use a scale. Better use a scale to get this way, this way. Even it will go up, but we'll not be using the arrows. It will go up like this. It will cross in vertically opposite lines. From here also you will get some lines. This. So what happens is that I will take one point here. This point, suppose, is this. Like this. And this will therefore be this way. And again, this way. Okay. Then this line will be subject to perspective, therefore I told again the vertical line should be vertical, perpendicular. That means they will not change. Yes. But this will be subject to perspective. Therefore, and this also will be subject to perspective. So to erase this part, and then I erase the small lines. So this is how you are going to see the mouse. Supposing ray of light is coming this way, then what will happen? This will become bright. This will be a bit of in shade, and this will be completely in shade. So and this will also cast some shadows here. Like this. Perfect. If the rays of light is coming like this, then you have like this. So we also do like this. So this is how 2-point perspective is drawn. So it will be R V P and will be L P T. So I am going to see this way and my friend is going to see this way. So that's all for today. In my next video I am going to give you more examples on 1-point perspective. So that's about some basics on perspective. Hope I could make some sense. If you have any doubt or you want to ask some questions, you can write on the comment box. I will be glad to answer them. And in the next video, I will be drawing some other things on 1-point perspective. I will change the plane. Let me tell you before I end that one plane would have one perspective point for say 1-point perspective. If you change the plane, then you are going to have another perspective point. How it is done, all will be in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.